Admit me to hospital, please. Please. Help me. Help me, please. Please help me. Please help me. Please help me. I am very sick. Please help me. Someone help me. I am dying. Please.
Secretary, who is that guy on the footpath? Ask him about the way to the 12 Link Road.
Sir, that is a poor man. How can I ask him?
These dirty, poor, good-for-nothing people are really a nuisance. They lie or park themselves just about anywhere, even in the park, and make the place filthy.
In fact, it's because of such people as this that our country has got a bad name.
If I were to become a minister, the first thing I'd do to make India a clean country by sending away these poor people out of the country.
Let's hope and pray that he may not become a minister.
Did you say something?
Oh, I was saying, may you become the Prime Minister.
That's my pet dream. By the way, is our election manifesto ready? Keep intact all the promises I have dictated to you. Add some from your side as well. There must be more attractive promises than what those opposition party can even offer.
Yes, sir. I have made a very long list of some very attractive promises. They are as follows. Number 1. If our party is voted to power, first of all, we will provide all the necessary needs such as food, clothing and shelter to all the poor people free of cost. We will also distribute TV sets and computers to them free of cost. After a year, there will be no more poor left in our country.
Isn't that promise attractive?
Indeed. But sir, is it possible?
It's not possible. Don't you know that these are election promises? Any fool knows that these are not possible. Now read the next and hurry up.
Number 2. All the adults and children will be made literate within 5 years. Now sir, is this really possible?
Oh, which fool appointed you as my secretary? He must be a nut.
Sir, you only appointed me as your secretary.
Huh? But why do you have to ask such silly questions? You know that these are not practical. Now read the next and hurry up, for God's sake.
Number 3. A computer will be provided to every child across the country. Now sir, is this possible?
It's impossible. Okay.
As soon as we are voted to power, we will distribute all the necessary medical help to the poor free of cost.
I am a poor man. I am terribly ill. Please admit me to hospital, please.
Sir, this poor man is asking for free medical help. Is this possible?
It's not possible. Arey Bhikhari, that's not our job. We are not social workers. We are politicians. We need to get ready for our coming elections. Do you understand? Fool!
Very well, sir.
You fool! Who asked for our expert opinion? By the way, now we must find out where 12 Link Road is. It's there. That is at Mangal Karyalay, where our party meeting will be held.
What's the schedule time, sir?
Oh, at 5 in the evening, and it's already 4 o'clock. But don't worry, it won't start before 6 o'clock. We are following the IST.
IST? What does that abbreviation stand for, sir? Indian Standard Time?
No, Indian Stretchable Time.
You have a sense of good humor, sir.
Now we must ask someone about the way to get there.
Yes, sir.
Hey!
Don't you know? Mister.
Oh, hello, sir.
By the way, do you know where 12 Link Road is?
Ring Road?
No, Link Road.
Acha, Link Road.
Yes.
All these are Link Road. One road is linked to the other.
This drunkard is not in his senses. You fool! Don't you know that liquor is poisonous?
I know that very well, mister. That's precisely why I drink. do you know what my family doctor told me?
How can we know?
That's true. How can you know? The doctor has told me that there are worms in my stomach.
Oh.
I drink liquor to kill those worms.
Oh fool! Along with those worms, you too will die.
No problem, sir. No problem. In fact, I want to die. Why to live at all? I'm poor, helpless, unemployed, and very, very unhappy.
Happiness and sadness are part of our lives. No one is happy or sad forever. In fact, if we don't have any sorrow in our lives, who will remember God?
You said that you are very poor and you still waste a lot of money in drinking, huh?
By drinking, I want to forget my sorrows.
How long can you forget? Only for the time being. In the meanwhile, you are becoming poorer still.
How often do you drink?
Oh, only twice in a year, sir.
Just twice? Then it's not that bad. What are the two occasions?
Only when it rains and only when it doesn't rain.
You fellow, along with you, you are dragging your family also into a ruin. The money that you have is not meant for your own pleasure, but also for your all family members.
Oh, sir, you are great. You are not what I thought you were. What a good piece of advice you have given to him.
It's easy to advise, you know, but putting that advice into a practice is difficult. Do you think I don't drink? I drink a lot, especially to celebrate the victory of our party. But what's the harm in giving some advice?
This fellow is a pakka crook, a hardcore politician indeed.
Did you say something?
Oh, I was saying to myself that you are very frank. I like it.
Then don't you know where 12 Link Road is?
Oh, you asked me about Link Road? I don't even know where my own home is.
Sir, leave him, sir. I think this fellow is half crack.
Oh, yes, I'm half cracked. I tell you both are full cracks. Not just full cracks. You both are crackjacks, firecrackers. Boom.
Fellow, who asked you to inquire from this crackpot?
Sir, you only asked me to do it.
Now we must ask some sensible guys about the way to get there.
Okay, sir.
Hey, tell me fellows, which is my way to home?
You have come from that side. You wanted to go to the other side. Now go away and don't bother us.
Please admit me to hospital. Too much pain. Please help me. Admit me to hospital. Please. Please help me. Take me to hospital. I am dying.
Did you go through the book that I had given you? Of course, doctor. It speaks about the miserable conditions of the poor in our country. I am deeply touched by it.
So am I. Why can't our government do something to improve their lot? It's just that they want our votes. The leaders of the freedom struggle had cherished certain dreams of New India, keeping the objectives of democracy, socialism, secularism, etc. The architects framed the constitution accordingly. But what is the condition now? The country is facing a severe condition of economic exploitation, poverty, illiteracy, malnutrition diseases, unemployment, etc. The condition is sickening.
The poor must be liberated from economic and social bondage. Their conditions must be improved at all costs. Otherwise, our country will remain backward.
I am dying. Please admit me to hospital.
Oh, that man seems to be in terrible pain.
Oh, poor fellow, we must take him to the hospital.
But nurse, we are already late for national conference. Today, not only the famous doctors from India, but many from abroad are coming to talk on how to best fight against killer diseases. We can't afford to miss that session.
But doctor,
Oh, come on, nurse, that's the work of municipality. By the way, I am going to America next month to attend a very important seminar on how to deal with the poor in India.
A seminar in America on how to deal with poor in India.
Admit me to hospital, please. Too much pain. Please help me.
Oh, sorry, I can't help you.
Please help me. Please help me. Please. Someone help me. Please help me. Help me. Please help me.
Sir,
Hey, why are you frightening me? What do you want?
sir, you wanted to take a photograph of a poor man, isn't it? Here is a miserable poor man.
Please help.
man in a road. This makes an excellent photograph. Smile, please.
Oh, sir, how can he smile? He seems to be in a terrible agony.
What to do? It become my habit to say smile, please.
It's better for you not to take photograph at funerals.
Help me, please. I am dying. Please help me, please.
Oh, who got the tie?
Please help me.
I think it's rather complicated thing. Let's go our way and mind our own business.
I want to make one more snap. Please turn your face in this way. Please be happy. You are a lucky fellow.
Cheer up, friend, cheer up.
Your photograph will appear in the newspaper.
Help me. Please help
Cheer up,
me.
friend,
Please
cheer up.
help me. Please, I am dying. Take me to hospital, please.
Let's go.
Please help me. Please help me. Help me, please.
Hey, hello yaar. Why didn't you come out yesterday? I have called you several times.
Really? I had lot of homework to do.
Homework? I hate homework. Why do these teachers give us lot of homework?
Some of the questions and answers are done to be at home. Otherwise, the portion will not complete it in time. Besides, I think that they want to check whether we have grasped the matter or not.
Whatever. I hate homework. We spend a lot of time at tuitions and at homework. When do we get time to enjoy our life?
What kind of enjoyment are you talking about?
Haven't we need to play computer games, go to movies with lots of dishum? Don't we need to play cricket? Or our life is to be wasted in these boring subjects or homework?
You are my friend, but I do not agree with your all views because we are students and have primary duties to study. I agree that we need some time for relaxation and entertainment, but enjoyment mustn't be given the top priority.
I think that you will be a good preacher.
Look, someone is crying in terrible pain. Oh, we must take him to the hospital.
Help me.
Are
Admit
you
me
mad?
to hospital,
Why get into
please.
trouble? We are just students. Our primary duty is to study. As you have said, if you will admit him to the hospital, a lot of problems may occur. Why to bother? He's not a near or dear one.
But he may be someone's dear one.
Leave him, yaar. It's time for a cricket match.
But
To hospital. Please help me.
A bhaji wali, tomato, potato, onion, very cheap and fresh. A bhaji wali, tomato, potato, very cheap and fresh.
Someone help me. I am very sick.
Hey, what happened?
Please help me. I am very sick. Admit me to hospital, please.
Hey, sister, please come here.
Hey, bhai, what's the matter?
This man seems to be in terrible pain. He needs to be taken to the hospital immediately.
Why to get into a problem, bhai? It is a problematic case.
Are you a man or a mouse? He may die soon. He may be someone near and dear one.
Sorry, bhai, but I don't have any money with me.
I have some money left with me. Let us take him to the doctor. God is there, isn't it?
Okay, let's go.
Please help me.
I am sorry, he is no more.
Hello. I heard that my son is in this hospital. Where is he? I want to meet him immediately.
Here.
What? Dead?
Yes, if he were bought at least an hour ago, he could have been saved. These women brought him here, but it was too late.
This man was lying in the park for about 3 to 4 hours. Nobody was ready to help him.
Oh my god, even I had seen him lying on the park. I couldn't recognize him. What a sinner I am. I killed him.
Daddy, I came to know that my brother has been found. Where is he?
He is no more.
He was critically ill and was lying on a footpath.
Oh God, then I had seen him, but I don't even bother to even look at him. I killed my brother.
No matter what, if we only live for ourselves, then what kind of life it is?
Now, don't try to make us feel ashamed of ourselves. Even I am guilty. I gave priority to attending a seminar rather than helping a poor person. I ignored him because I thought he was a poor man.
I was telling you, doctor, that he needed immediate medical help. If only I had listened to my inner voice.
How an unconcerned world is becoming, a man is not ready to help a man at all.
It has rightly been said, service to a fellow man, especially to the poor and needy, is service to God. How can we claim to serve God, whom we cannot see, if we don't serve our fellow man, whom we can see?